What's up, everybody? It's Man of Low Moral Fiber here. My name's Luke, and today I'm going to be profiling the Maliwan Snider as kind of a complement to my Does It Suck video on the elephant gun and buffalo. Now, in the conclusion of those videos, I said that the elephant gun and buffalo do indeed suck, and I think that's very true. I think they're some of the worst non-E-Tech sniper rifles in the game, if not the worst, and they actually compete, in my mind, with the E-Tech sniper rifles for overall futility. But some of you had said that you actually liked them as a potential one-shot, one-kill straight shooting sniper rifle. Obviously, the best one-shot, one-kill sniper rifle in the game is the Pimpernel, but it has the counterintuitive aiming system where you shoot below an enemy in order to actually have the flower come up and pop out in the critical spot in order to deal maximum damage. And when used properly, the Pimpernel's damage is truly unmatched. However, if we're looking for a straight shooting sniper rifle that will be able to one-shot, one-kill enemies, I highly recommend the Maliwan Snider. If we compare it here to the elephant gun, we can see that it does have a lower base damage, but that is mitigated by the fact that it has splash damage, being a Maliwan non-unique sniper rifle. And as you can see, that little extra cloud there is going to deal a significant amount of damage to enemies. If you'll notice real closely, when I shoot enemies, there will actually be two damage numbers that pop up. And both of those damage numbers will be boosted by the fact that it is an elemental weapon against armored enemies, or corrosive weapon against armored enemies, and so that's going to increase our effective base damage by quite a lot. Now, in addition to that, we get the boost from the Bone of the Ancients, which is multiplicative and very, very powerful. Now, on top of that, Critical Ascension is also going to boost the impact damage and the splash damage as well. And so, with enough Critical Ascension, this weapon will one-shot enemies without slag, and that's pretty cool. But we're going to go ahead and get started here and see how we do. Now, obviously, this weapon has a fire rate of 1.4, and so that's obviously a high enough fire rate that we do not need to boost our fire rate to get to the requisite fire rate for Critical Ascension with a Chaotic Neutral Rogue Comm or anything like that. And as you can see, even when we're out of Deception, it's strong enough to one-shot, one-kill enemies while we have that one-shot, one-kill bonus. And so that's pretty cool. And even without slag, it wears through these junk loaders and stuff pretty quickly. There are usually more loaders in this room. Where are they at? Come on, guys. Where are you? I hear one. It is a pretty weak room. These loaders were not entertaining for us. But I guess I'll just try to kill this guy here without slag and get a few sacks of Critical Ascension going. That worked out pretty well, actually. So we'll kill this guy back here. Get him slagged, I guess. Looks like there is a hot loader back there. So we'll go ahead and get ready to kill him. Hopefully not catch a damage over time. There we go. Got a bull loader right now. Shoot him a couple times. Build a few stacks of Critical Ascension as we're working through this room. With slag, this guy's going to die pretty damn quickly. Oops, I missed my critical shot though. There we go. Just took that opportunity to get a critical hit off that exploder just to preserve my critical hit stacks as we run up and prepare to fight this badass loader that's going to be up here. Hopefully we can get to him before all of our Critical Ascension wears off. But even if we don't, I think it won't be too many stacks, or shots rather, to actually kill this guy. Hopefully he faces me and I'm able to get a critical hit on him there, so that worked out pretty well. And now we'll be moving on to fight this junk loader that's going to be up here. I missed my critical shot. There we go. Hit it a couple times. And I'm just going to grab a few stacks of Critical Ascension before we advance to this staged area. Cool. Now we'll be ready to fight these power loaders in here. I missed. Alright, so we'll hit him a couple times and just gain a few stacks of Critical Ascension off this guy before we fight the exploders that are going to be coming very soon. Excellent. So as you can see, it's now taking these enemies out very, very quickly, even without slag, and so that's pretty cool. Excellent. So we're taking these guys out pretty quickly at this point. One-hitting them, actually, so that's really cool. Excellent. Or two-hitting them at the very least. So we'll go ahead and get some kunai on this guy here. Maybe a little bit of slag as well. It's cool how he marched back there like that. That's always irritating. But we'll ignore him trying to lower my critical ascension stacks, because I would be too if I knew an enemy was using a Snider against me and critical ascension, because together it's just a deadly combination. As you can see, even without slag here, it's decimating these enemies very, very quickly. And if we were using slag, it would take them out even quicker. So that's something to watch out for. Speaking of slag, we're going to go ahead and get this guy slagged. And then we'll try to get a critical hit on him, and as you can see, it took him out in one shot. And so that's pretty cool. I recommend the Snider very much as a one-shot, one-kill sniper rifle that's going to be straight shooting. Try to get a critical hit on that guy to preserve my stacks a little bit. And this guy. There we go. Now with slag, obviously that guy's going to die in one critical hit. Same with this guy. Even though he was pre-damaged, he would have died in one critical hit. You guys know that. Alright, so we're killing these guys pretty easily at this point. Alright, so we got a exploder here. We'll take him out. What else do we have in here? There's not too much left in this room, probably. This is probably one of my absolute favorite non-unique weapons in the game. If I was to pick another two that would be up near the top, the Vladof Droog and Jacob's Quad would be up there, because they're both very nice as well. But it's really hard to beat the Snider. I'd have to say, if someone was forcing me to pick one favorite, it would definitely be the Snider. It's just a very, very powerful weapon that I recommend everyone test out. You know, it's so powerful. It's very fun to use and just really strong. Missing critical hits there. But as you can see, when I hit them, the gun is decimating. We're going to grab just a little bit of ammo here and then go fight Pervy and his friends. Perfect. Now I have plenty of ammo and quite a few grenades, 5. That should be enough. Slagging these guys will be a little bit more important than it was some of the other enemies, because we are in 4-player health now. Go ahead and take Pervy out. Oops, I did a bad job on Pervy, but ended up taking him out. Ooh, I need to get some health back. But as you can see, even on 4-player health, this gun has one-shot, one-kill potential if we have enemies slagged and stuff. These enemies are obviously dealing a ton of damage because they are, you know, in 4-player mode now. But like I said, the one-shot, one-kill potential is still there. I let my critical stacks wear down quite a bit by playing poorly. But I guess that'll be cool, because now the badass loaders, when we get to them, will be a little bit more challenging. So kind of interesting, I guess. Preserve my stacks just a little bit by using this hot loader. Excellent. Cool. So got a few stacks off him and a follow-through bonus, so we can rush into this next room and hopefully find some badass loaders before we lose all of our critical ascension stacks. These are going to be 4-player health badass loaders, so they're going to be pretty tough. We got one right here right away. I guess that works out pretty well, because the other one isn't nearby, and we'll be able to go ahead and get started on... Well, I guess the other one is pretty nearby. Cool, so we killed that one, and we still have quite a few stacks of critical ascension left for this one here. Go ahead and get a critical hit on him here, or at least a couple. Take out his arms. And we'll go ahead and get ready to fight Pervy after this. If I could actually get a critical hit on this guy, that would be really stellar. That's bad news. I'm doing a very bad job against that guy, but I did get one critical hit there right before the cutscene for Pervy happened, so good stuff there. The visual pollution was getting irritating for me. Hopefully Pervy doesn't start with his guns, because those are obviously much more dangerous than his barrel. But he's starting with his guns, so I'm going to switch to the shock Snider as I take down his shield there. And obviously his His barrels are hardly very damaging at all, and so we're going to take him out here using the Snider. Now, because the Snider has splash damage, it's a little bit easier to actually hit critical hits with. And that's nice. Well, I say that as I'm missing critical hits over and over again, dropping my stacks to ridiculously low numbers. Oh wow. His I-beam is super damaging. So that's kind of aggravating. Hopefully, these chests have just a few grenades in them because I need a little bit. Excellent. There we go. So we took him out, and there's going to be a couple more enemies to take out up here. Now, as you can see, if you really do want a one-shot, one-kill sniper rifle, the Snider is probably your best bet, for 0 at least, in my opinion, if you're not going to be using the Pimpernel, obviously. In comparison, the Elephant Gun and the Buffalo just really lack. They're nothing compared to this weapon. It's just a lot better. A lot better, you know? And that's why I'd recommend using this over those particular weapons. And, you know, with respect to these weapons, that's why I think the Elephant Gun and the Buffalo kind of suck. So, there you go. There was a look at the Snider at Overpower level 8 in the Washburn Refinery. I did poorly against those badass loaders. I wish I did a little bit better. But I think you got the gist of it. Obviously, they performed much more admirably than the Elephant Gun did. They're just better. Not only do they do more damage when you add in the boost to armored enemies and the Bone of the Ancients and the splash damage, they have a much better fire rate. They're more accurate. They reload faster. They have a better magazine size. And they pretty much make the Elephant Gun look like shit, in my opinion. So, tell me what you guys think. That's why I said the Elephant Gun sucks. I still think the Elephant Gun is basically a bottom tier sniper rifle with 0. These particular Sniders, I would say, are probably in tier 1B. Obviously, in tier 1A, I would put the Pimpernel and the Lyuda, if I get down to it here. And then in tier 1B, I would throw in some weapons like the Snider and the Droog, and maybe the Skull Masher as well. Those are all really good sniper rifles. Obviously, the Pimpernel and Lyuda, though, are just absolutely devastating. So as always, guys, I thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, be sure to leave those in the comments. If you haven't yet taken the time to subscribe, please do so, because I'd really appreciate that. Otherwise, I do hope to catch you next time. Bye, guys.